Due to the backlash over Tent Peg's recent commercial, we are unable to provide the sponsorship necessary for Trevor's endeavors.
That means no equipment.
Shh.
24 hours, naked ape, no food, no water, no shelter. The rocks leading into the ocean. So beautiful. Just a little bit of fog kind of blowing into. Hope that's not going to affect me too much, because I'm basically having my last meal here. I do have a chicken sandwich and yeah, a Cliff Bar to go along with it. But I'm going to spend 24 hours without eating or drinking and exposed. Not too bad. Besides recording using the camera on the cell phone here and my GoPro, I will not be using any other technology. I do not have sunblock on. No sunblock. I'm going to be quite bare to the elements here. Temperature is a risk to anything that's living. So downward temperatures, hypothermic. Upward temperatures, hyperthermic. We just want to be thermic. I'm currently at the Crystal Crescent. That's Crystal Crescent Naturalist Beach. So I will be going au natural. I really got to watch myself. This is a risky game, really. So yeah, we have hair on our skin to just basically evaporate the water quickly. The quicker the water evaporates off of us, that's how we keep cool. We don't have hair to keep us warm. We have hair to keep us cool. And that kind of seems opposite to what you would think, because you see animals, why do animals have fur? To keep them warm. I've never done this. Never. So imagine you walking onto a nude beach for the first time, how nervous you are. I'm going to be here for 24 hours. But here we go. And it's all to prove a point, how we really need to appreciate just who we are, what we have. Okay, it's 11 o'clock, 11:30, sorry. And I've eaten my food. And that's the last of the water. So for a 24-hour period, I will be completely bare. Oh, just a moment. So, for a 24-hour period, I will be completely bare to face the elements. See, I didn't trick you. No watch here, and on the other side, no watch there. For people who don't want to watch, no watch there. I think I will take a stroll on the beach just to say hello to the locals, I guess, and build up a little bit of confidence. You know, doing things challenging like this, expanding your parameters is interesting as it is. So there is the social aspect of it, and you know, a bit of that psychological development as well. You know, being brave enough to say, hey, here I am, world. Ooh. Oh my. Again, I have nothing covering me. Nothing covering me whatsoever, as you've seen. Yeah. I thought something bit me. A piece of grass flicked up in an area. Well, I do got to keep, you know, some cover. Like I can't get mega sunburnt here. Maybe a little, but not a lot. I could get some pretty bad burns in pretty bad places that I haven't before. Certainly wouldn't want to get a burn. Oh, so what do you say? Should I go do this? Well, it is official. This is my view, just like any other beach. I feel my bottom getting warm. The sun's coming out a little bit. Best not stay out here too long, because I have absolutely no sunscreen on. I have absolutely nothing on. And it is official. I am standing upon the sand on a nude beach. I did it. I'm comfortable here. There's quite a few people exposed out here. They're going to be exposed. They're going to be going home tonight. The water out there does look awfully inviting, so I might just go for a dip. 27, about 81, 82 Fahrenheit. So I'll tell you, the water temperature don't feel too warm. Quite a bit cooler. I haven't actually been to a beach for a good long time at any length. Ooh. Okay. I've just reached that point. Ooh. That's cold. Oh. Oh, but it does feel nice. Nice and cool. Right now, I am wasting energy. I can feel it. Oh, it's so cold. Because, yeah, look how red and pink my feet are, my legs just coming out of the water. That's not from the sun. I'm going to get in out of the sun because my whole body will look that way. As you see, my top part is still pretty white. Maybe I'll come out around 5 and get a little bit of sun. But till then, I'm just going to go in and maybe rest a little bit, and we'll head out here a little bit later. So yeah, I'm getting almost absolute shade now through that tree there where I'm sitting, which is right here. If I get that fog and mist coming in, it could be a chilly night, and I'm going to tough it out. I'm probably going to touch on hypothermia, and it's a strange thing tonight. It is a strange thing that I'm in a heat warning right now around the area. We don't have a very wide range that the naked ape can survive in, but it's beautiful. Other than that, I'm going to enjoy it while I can. I mean, just look at those shores. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, the guy just sitting over there on a chair for the longest time, just enjoying the sun. I just seen a couple there go by just a moment ago. And again, I'm going to just kind of hang tight here for another couple hours, wait for the sun to go down a little bit more, and I'm going to head out there myself. I think the sun will be dropping below the trees at least around 8 o'clock. So I might just frolic on the beach here for a few hours after 5. I do got to watch my energy too. Again, time is energy. This will be quite the challenge, especially through the night. And I do feel some of that cooler air moving in off the ocean. So I think the best idea is to just do what I'm doing right now, is just chill, lay low, relax. When the sun goes down a little bit, come on out. I'm going to be heading out onto the rocks and do some exploring myself. So, you know, it's quite fun. So here I am, ocean to my back, looking good. I got up on this big rock, and it's really amazing. A huge rock down near the beach here. I'm actually getting spray coming up and collecting on my hair. My hair is getting wet from the mist coming up off of the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, right to my back. I really do. It feels absolutely amazing. The sun is coming through in the hazy sky, but yeah. So far, again, it's been, I'm a quarter of the way through the 24 hours, so there. So booyah. The ocean wants to splash my feet. Absolutely fantastic. You know, I have one of these sayings, the moment I think I find myself in another place. I don't think when I came up with that little saying that I imagined find myself so exposed. But that's what this is about today, is it's all about exposure. I'm exposing myself to nature, I'm exposing myself to a new experience, exposing myself to, well, the people that are walking by. I don't think they're paying too much attention. The sun is just at the treetops right now, so we'll be settling in pretty quickly here. People are starting to go home. The beach is definitely cleared out. So has the fog, which is a good thing. You can see it just out there. I'm still here butt naked. Au natural. 6:30 is where we're at right now. 7:30. I suspect totally that the sun will be down behind the trees, and I got to bed down somewhere here tonight. Well, it's a little after 7, and it is getting closer to that 20-degree mark. I can feel it. I really can. What I don't want to be doing is ripping apart the vegetation to make a bed tonight. What I really want to do is to rip apart the vegetation and make a bed with it tonight, because that's what I would do. With time, you could weave some of this stuff together even, but to lay it down, I really would like to just tear it all apart. I don't want to do that. Not near a provincial park or in a provincial park or anything like that. I would not want to do that, and they wouldn't want me to do it either. So I'm kind of stuck with it, which is kind of the idea. I'm not here to be comfortable tonight. I'm really not. I'm here to be uncomfortable. We're feeling way too comfortable in our world, in our planet. And we're making all the other animal species very uncomfortable. Soon enough, it's going to get uncomfortable for many, many, many of our brothers and sisters of humanity. Now, I don't want to sound flaky or anything here, but we're really not developed to live in these higher latitudes. Well, we're not meant to live up in you know, further up in the southern hemispheres. We were created and evolved around the equator area. So much so, as I said earlier, that we don't have fur to keep us warm. When we came up from Africa tens of thousands of years ago, when we left it, the humanoid came up out of there. It had to find a way to put fur on our bodies. Fur that keeps us warm. We hunted, we trapped. We took the fur from the animals here. We took the fur off their backs and put it on our own. Yet now, the animals are disappearing. We're finding new materials to keep us warm. Synthetic materials. And to produce the synthetic materials, well, we need energy. Energy, 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 energy from anywhere and everywhere. You know, our world is heating up. The future for humanity, our body temperature can only reach 42 before we die. Our internal body temperature, not the external. But when our core hits 42, when you put a thermometer under your tongue and it says 42, you're dead, you're cooked. Our future, we're gonna have to live in air conditioning. That's it. You know? Or maybe now down near the seashore like this. That's why I'm out here tonight, to feel uncomfortable. Because I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable. I've been riding a bike for 20 some years now. Gave up my car because I feel uncomfortable. Coming from an apartment, then going into a vehicle, then going into a warehouse where I worked, then coming out of that warehouse, going into a vehicle, and then going home. I wasn't exposed to the environment. I wasn't exposed to the dirt on the ground. The temperature changes weren't very wide ranging. And this whole body that I evolved to become doesn't know what the hell's going on anymore. For many, many, many of us, our bodies don't know what the hell's going on anymore. We haven't given it these flux, these variations. We haven't challenged them. When you go from your apartment into a car to work, sit at a cubicle, come back home in a car, you're not challenging yourself. You're not feeling cold, and if you do, ooh, I feel a little cold. No, you're not feeling cold. You're not shivering. You feel the cold, but ooh, it feels cold. No, I'm going to feel it tonight. This is about as comfortable as I can get outside without any clothing on. Around that 20 degree mark, if it goes down to 16, I'm going to feel very uncomfortable. I'm going to start shivering. And I'm not making bed. I'm not doing any of that stuff. You're not going to see me. I'm not going to stop and chip away at a flint to start a fire or try to rub a stick together. Here we go. That's my ramble. And the robin is telling me to go to sleep. Go to sleep? So, yes, I guess that's a yes. Well, here's my home for the night. Just a little over 20 degrees now, still comfortable. And my internal temperature is still 37 degrees. So doing good so far. Just starting to kind of feel a little bit of coolness with 20 degrees, and there's a little bit of a wind. So as far, I don't expect my body temperature to be going down any much right now. So anyways, we'll keep it quiet, and I almost want to kind of see if I can get to sleep here. Might give it a shot. Getting about 19 degrees, and there's a little bit of a breeze too, so that's kind of blowing some of the heat off me. No goosebumps yet. Yeah, there comes a little chill. Heading for 11, and yeah, my body temperature has dropped to 36.5 degrees. I want to put something on. That kind of surprises me. I'm a half a degree down from what a body temperature should be. I'm still feeling fairly comfortable. I want to kind of shiver a little bit, but not too bad. Just a little over 21 now, so I don't know, the air must be shifting around a little bit, blowing off the land. Yeah, I'm starting to shiver a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of curled up here a little bit. Still doing good. Just a couple of shivers here and there. A couple of mosquitoes here and there too. It's just about 12:30 and I am showing 36.2. So I've dropped a little bit. I just feel like I want a blanket. We're looking at about 18 degrees. As you can see, it's starting to get pretty hard for me to hold this still. Getting closer to the 36 degree mark, about 36 point. Here, hold. There we go. Steady it against the camera, but it's getting about 36.1 degree. So it's getting cold. Oh, chilly, chilly. Oh wow, yeah, it's starting to fall here pretty good. I am starting to feel uncomfortable. I will admit. Yeah, the shaking is starting now. So again, it's 1:30 in the morning, and you know, I'm still bare. So you can feel the coldness on the skin now too. So yeah, we're in for the shivering now. When you're cold, you're just trying to squeeze every little bit of heat into you, wherever it's from. Just a little below 30, geez, just a little below 36 degrees here, I think. Oh boy, she's getting close. Just falling to about, close to 16 degrees there. I don't think I'm going to get any worse off than I am right now. A little shivering, sometimes some good hard shivering. My internal temperature hovering around the 36 degree mark with shivering. Survivable. If it gets down to the 33 degree temperature, then I start getting amnesia. So I'm okay. I haven't slept. I almost did a couple of times. I might have actually went off for a snooze for minutes. But then you're back to be shaken awake. I'm sorry if I'm not putting my words together quite right now, but of course I am tired and I am exposed. Yeah, with 5 o'clock approaching, I can safely say I made it through the night. It's drizzly, foggy. Don't know what temperature it is. Let's take a look. I don't know what temperature it is. Take a look. I accidentally put my hand on top of that last night and broke the thermometer. Yeah, you get some pretty big chills. Shaking quite a bit. But up moving, I feel better. The wind doesn't make me feel better. Makes me feel quite bitter. Yeah, walking through the rocks here is kind of difficult. Going through the grass is a little bit better. So, yeah, there's pathways just down there. I'm the only one here right now, so here we go. What a lovely beach. Managed to survive the night. That is one thing about the being bare. You don't have the protection on your feet that you do normally. But certainly easier than, oh, I would say that is, something's grinding into my heel. Certainly easier than back there with the big rocks. Yeah, this is awesome. Well, I'm about to take a step onto the beach for the second day in a row. 6:30-ish now. Still got 5 hours to go before I can put anything on. Sunscreen is going to be the first thing to go on. Absolutely. Well, maybe my shirt will go on first. Put the shirt on, then the sunscreen, because I only have to get the arms, right? When we're on the face. So that's what I'll do. And the seagull be poking my head. Hey, seagull. Yeah, man. Stop it now. Oh, seagull's laughing at me. So, oh man. That discoloring comes from a problem with circulation and different coloring as well. Just showing you, I'm cold and my skin's a little pink here too. But yeah, just to sit. The problem is I find the breeze is coming up a little bit more, so that's kind of blowing the heat off me. I should be doing more of these more often anyways. Oh, it's cool here. Really damp. When you stop moving, you feel it. If I had better food in my belly, just the digestion part of it with the microorganisms in my gut, they'd be moving around generating extra heat themselves. So right now I'm up to me, my body, my muscles, and this unfortunate layer of fat I put on to help keep me warm. I don't know how to describe it. They were definite spasms, you know, where not just a shake, but like jolts like this, as if your body's trying to get you to go and do a sprint or something, right? Like to get up, get going, get running. Boom, the muscles were just doing this. Just crazy, crazy. I figure I should try to explain this pattern here. Like, why so much red up on my shoulders? Well, with the rocks that I was climbing across yesterday, coming from where I was kind of camping out there last night to the beach and then going back, I spent a lot of time on the rocks, and that's probably why I got more of a sunburn. I didn't spend a lot of time on the beach because I'm thinking, well, I didn't spend a lot of time on the beach. Why did I get the rocks, just climbing over them, climbing back? So as you can imagine, I'm bent down like this where the sun would hit me. Underneath here, there wasn't a lot of sun on me. So I'll be walking along like this, right? So now you kind of get the idea. I just see that kind of what looks like grass line move right off into that boulder there. I tucked myself in. That's where I stayed last night. Camped out, slept. And I mean camped out. Totally exposed, shivering away, quite vigorously at times. Jeez, I still can't even say my words. My jaw is still sore from chattering. Oh boy, nobody on it yet. You just kind of, as I'm looking off along the pathway, there's some people walking on the pathway, but they're probably just walking through. Yeah, the fog's kind of lingering here. It's just approaching, I guess we're past 9:30 now. So yeah, I guess less than 2 hours. People have started to arrive. But yeah, that's the trick right there. Whereas I didn't want any shelter. I certainly didn't want an unnatural shelter. Well, 15 minutes to go. Oh, I am so thirsty. Oh, I just want to, so badly to get some water in me. I keep looking over at the water. I just want to take a swig. So, coming up soon. Ready for it. The countdown is on. And it's awfully windy right now too. Breezy, quite breezy and cool. Well, you know what this means right here. "24 hours fully exposed." So what do I get out of this? What do I figure? How fragile are we? Pretty fragile. Pretty fragile. Yeah, fine, I survived last night. It's the middle of summer. During a heat warning. Again, a little cooler on the coast. I think I did pretty well. No food, no water, no shelter for 24 hours. We're fragile, but we're strong at the same time. We can be adaptive. I wasn't allowing myself to be adaptive. I wasn't putting up the shelter. I was going just like an animal, really, without, you know, looking for food to eat. But we're nothing near the animals that grow fur to keep warm. We're nothing like that. Hey, I did it. This is the naked ape. And I can imagine I'm probably more tired than I expect. For now, I think I'm about done. Woo! I did it. 24 hours. Cool. Really cool.